right, test mic, test mic. Let's see if this one is not gonna disconnect us. All right, so good morning everyone. It's June 18, 2024, 10:13 in the morning. We just came back from a very long vacation. We were in the Philippines and we were trading in the island, making a killing out of what the SPY had been doing. I do have some short clips of those trades in the shorts under YouTube if you want to take a look at that. But SPY had been an all-time high, and this is the best time to be a day trader. I only have one open position right now, and that is AMD. What I did with AMD is entered long at the sign of reversal, which is the hammer right here at the 5 minutes, went long, and right now we are above the VWAP. So yeah, just one trade and it's already looking good. So we were not able to trade the open just because I'm still jet lagged and I am just trying to get back to the routine. In the Philippines, we get to trade there at 9:30 in the evening. So yeah, we do have that 12 hours difference. Now we are back to the regular trading hours, which is 9:30 East Coast time. So what else am I looking at? I am looking at, let's see here. There are a couple of gap up, and the gap up that we were looking at initially is QCOM. QCOM is a high price stock, so I did not get to trade that. MU as well is a gap up, but this one had formed a setup called a VWAP play as well as an opening range breakout. Since I just opened my PC, did not get to trade any opening range breakout or any VWAP at the first 30 minutes. Nvidia did this one all-time high. They did had some stock split, so yeah, now they're 133 price from 1,000. ASTS is a gap down now by 5.6%. It initially was a gap up 12.57, and then now we got the reversal. So Tesla is it's an inside bar and it is down by 1.6%. GME is not looking good, just basing it on the daily. And yeah, AMD here, first red candlestick, so time to take some profits there. All right, so I took some partial. If this one breaks the VWAP, then I will be all out. Retesting the VWAP here. We do have a lot of bids, so that's very bearish. So if VWAP is broken, then we'll be all out. What else is moving? Apple just had a big rejection, 218 all the way to 214. But is this an all-time high for Apple? It's just so different to trade from a laptop versus in a PC. I really miss trading in the PC. So Apple is all-time high. All right, where is my AMD here? Yeah, the challenging part on trading on a laptop when you're traveling is you don't get to really maximize your hotkeys. So for the traveling setup that I do have it under YouTube, the shorts video, and yeah, you can look that up, but It's very challenging to use the hotkeys on the laptop compared to the PC. I'm sure I can set it up just like in the PC, but the keyboard just doesn't feel as good as the regular PC. All right, so let's see. All right, so all out AMD there. So we were able to capture that move with AMD. All right, next one. NVIDIA here looking like we're having a pullback. What is SPY doing? SPY is just doing an inside bar as well. But yeah, we do have to consider that SPY is all-time high. So NVIDIA, I am considering of doing a short here if we do have that level of support to be broken. So I am shorting NVIDIA. Stop loss is the high of the day. We are having a pullback right there. Did it reach the high of yesterday, 133.71? So very tight stop loss here. Stop loss is just the high of the day. Now the thing with NVIDIA is the bid and the ask, there are actually no imbalance there. So this can just go either direction. So we have to consider that. All right, so trying to see if I can add. So I added to my position in NVIDIA. We did have that confirmation. So NVIDIA, we're waiting for this support to be broken. This support had been tested a couple of times. All right, NVIDIA here looking good. Waiting for, so we just broke that support. So this support was tested a couple of times, 133, and now we broke that support. So now the next support is this moving average, this 9 EMA. This one can just go either direction as well. So we are gonna cover, all right, covering 25% of the position. NVIDIA trade here looking good. We have SPY on backing us up with this because SPY also is having a pullback. All right, that 9 EMA is acting as a support here. Another cover. Getting a little bit aggressive with the cover. Now, time to move that stop loss lower than break even. So even if this one just shoots up, we are still green into this trade. All right, next one, AMD. So AMD retested this support. I was not able to take it long just because I was in NVIDIA, but that could have been a good re-entry to the long. So this one kicked us out, but we were still able to capture that little bit of a move. And this one now is gonna retest the high of the day. There's a lot of orders sitting at the ask, so that would just retest the high of the day. All right, hold on. All right, just needed to open the windows. All right, so NVIDIA kicked us out, but that one was a good trade. So we got two trades, and two trades, yeah, gave us a good opportunity. We have NVIDIA and AMD. Now let's look for the next trade. So this one now, just like what we mentioned, this is now going to test the high of the day. Let's see what else is moving here. AMD, we could have re-entered this one at 155. It's too late now. Dell, look at Dell. Is this an all-time high? Not an all-time high, but it's filling the gap. Next resistance here is 153. Not gonna be surprised if Dell tested that level. So Dell, what am I looking at Dell? I'm looking for a pullback with Dell, but not yet. Look at how strong the 15 minutes is. 15 minutes is so strong, it doesn't even give you any red candlestick yet. There's one right here, but this is what we call a bull flag pattern. You have a flag, which is a pullback, and you could have re-entered this one to the long. Right now, there's no signs of reversal, but I'll be keeping an eye on Dell, looking for a reversal in the 15 minutes. We cannot base our trade on the 5 minutes because the 5 minutes, it just showed us one bull flag pattern that failed, or it was a bull flag pattern, but a failed reversal. So with that, we can use higher time frame, which is the 15 minutes. Nvidia. So Nvidia retested this level and not able to push higher. Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. SPY is looking very weak. Look at how many moving average as well as the VWAP that SPY broke. So all the support was broken, and yeah, with Nvidia, I'm actually short bias with Nvidia here just because of how weak the SPY looks. Only thing that I don't like is how this one looks like a hammer. Hammer is just a sign of strength. We do have a volume bar here, so this one can just go either direction. Yeah, although you have SPY to back up your short bias here, but since this one is all-time high, this can easily just test the high of the day. That makes it a low probability. Now with Apple all-time high as well. Big candlestick here. This can still have a continuous red. So yeah, I can't trust that. Tesla is an inside bar. This can just retest previous support, 177. So what's the interesting one is Dell, but not yet. Dell is still very strong. What is the meme stock doing? Oh wow, GME is just flat for a couple of days. Rivian is just not doing anything. All right, so nothing yet. Let's just keep on looking. Wow, this is amazing. So this is why I was mentioning earlier, it's hard to trust whether this one is for a pullback or just a bull flag, where it has a little bit of a pullback, then gonna shoot up, which is looks like it's what it's doing now. What is PLTR doing? Big move yesterday from 23 to 25. SE, not a lot of volume though. Thing that caught my attention is inverted hammer right here, but not a lot of volume. AMD. Apple looking interesting. Alright, we're waiting for Dell for a pullback. SE. SE looking like it's ready for a pullback. This is an all-time high. Not an all-time high. So right now I'm just waiting for some opportunities here. Waiting for a pullback in Dell, which doesn't look like it's gonna happen anytime soon. What else is moving? AMD is stuck in a range, Nvidia is stuck in a range, SE as well. Dell is the interesting one, but it is not showing any signs of weakness. Rivian is moving, but just a couple of cents, not even enough for us to trade it. So yeah, let's just watch Dell for now and see whether we can capture any signs of pullback. Now, what happens when I don't get to see those moves? So let's say right now it's 10:30. I don't see any setup. I have my list of usual suspects here. So what I look at is, okay, the percentage. Okay, so this one, like SPY, is up by 0.13%, not a lot. Dow 0.04, AMD down by 2%, not a lot as well. So let's look at what's the most active one, which is BOIL. Not really doing anything right now. What else is on the lists? TRUP, what is this? Nothing. Yeah, really nothing much going on. All right, Dell. First red candlestick here, 5 minutes. So this is the one that we were talking about earlier, that the next resistance is 152, which it looks like it did encounter that resistance. So Dell, we will short it if it goes below 152.01. Interesting enough, it's just getting bought all the time. There is a lot of imbalance at the ask column here compared from the bid. So I don't think that one is really finished pushing higher. All right, Dell, decision here. There is a big order at 152. We are ready to short Dell here once it goes below 52.14. This level right here. So 52.08 will be our entry to the short, waiting for 52.08 to print on the tape right here, which I haven't seen it yet. All right, entering short with Dell, just a small position. Let's see if I can add to that position, add it to my position in Dell. So shorting Dell, but with this short, since Dell has been very strong, it has to be just a scalp trade. So not gonna linger too long on this trade. Stop loss is high of the day. What else is moving? Nvidia, this is the reason why we did not re-enter Nvidia, because this pullback right here can just be a bull flag before it retests the high of the day, which looks like it's about to. AMD is just stuck in this consolidation, but now it looks like it's about to break that strong resistance that was tested a couple of times. Going to be watching this one closely. gonna be out of this trade once it reach the high of the day. 52.90 is the stop loss. MU is such a good VWAP play here. Opening range breakout, where this is your pre-market high, pre-market low. It broke pre-market high. As soon as it broke, then there's no turning back there. All right, still consolidating here. The 15 minutes is still very strong. So yeah, if it reached that stop loss, then we are out of this trade. So with Dell, with this higher high, higher low, this is the first red candlestick. Of course, not considering this 3 pullbacks here, but now we are retesting the support again. But look at how we can get some data from the volume bar. You know that this one is just a pullback and a wolf-like pattern because the volume bar is depleting. So the momentum for this one to go down is depleting before it shoot up again. We do have that medium-sized volume bar. We cannot conclude anything yet with this medium-sized volume bar. It can still go either direction. PLTR got a rejection in R3. What else is happening here? Still not a lot of volume, but yeah, it looks like this is about to break that support. MU here looking short. You have your doji right here. Although MU is all-time high, so yeah, be very careful with this one. All right, decision with Dell. We have 3 minutes left for this candlestick to close. Rivian just reached 11. But Rivian had a big rejection here 4 days ago, or 4 business days ago. AMD stuck in this consolidation. The daily in AMD doesn't look good. So now we are inside bar, the 5 minutes. I don't see any imbalance in the bid and the ask here. So unless SPY gets a significant pullback, then that can help our short Dell position. All right, MU here, potential for a short. QCOM as well, potential for a short. It reached that double top, first top, second top, and looks like due for a pullback. SE here, due for a short. Looks like it's about to break that support. At least volume is starting to pick up. Rivian, rejection at 11. All right, let's see if this is gonna stop me out. Very close to getting stop out here. Hands is on the trigger to get stop out. Big rejection at that level, 152.84. Let's look at the 1 minute. Not a lot of volume here with that push. If this one fails again to break that resistance, I'll be thinking of adding to that position. Not a lot of volume with that push. All right, we are in inside bar. Not a lot of volume with that push. If we reach this level again, this is the place to add, 152. Rivian now looking short. Rivian could be a short here, 10.97. Stop loss is 11.02. Risking less than 10 cents. All right. So this support and resistance right here. If this support is broken, we add to the position. If this resistance is broken, we close our position. All right, let's see, getting close to getting stop out. 52.87. All right, all out here with Dell. Not ready yet for a short, so we'll wait for another opportunity there. But as of yet, not ready. All right, so another pullback right there. Spam callers. I like how we got that rejection there. All right. We did not have a lot of push through when we reach this area. We entered short here. Stop loss is 53.34. Let's see if this time around it's ready for a short. Microsoft is an interesting area. It is at S3. Stop loss is 53.34. Now we can get something out of this. 1 minute, you have a big candlestick, small volume bar. The momentum here for this to push higher is starting to go weaker and weaker. Microsoft is a good long now, just because of that S3. Stop loss is low today. See if this is gonna stop me out. Stop loss is high of the day. Now strategy here is, if it breaks the support, then that's the time to add. That support is that 152.37. So once we get to see the print 152.37, then that's the time that we get to add to this trade. See the 1 minute, I keep going back and forth to 1 minute just because of I would like to see the volume bar. Support was held at this level, 152.54. Volume bar is starting to pick up. There's no imbalance in the bid and the ask, so we're heading to just some consolidation here. So Dell from 143 all the way to 153. $10 move today. So waiting for Dell to break the support, and we will add to that position. Getting ready to add 52.56. Okay, adding to my position to the short. All right, added to my short. Stop loss is still the high of the day. This Dell can still go either direction. So that's why we do have those support and resistance. If the resistance is broken, we get out of the trade. the support. If it's broken, we add to the trade. That's why we added here. Let's look at what the 1 minute looks like. 1 minute, we're testing the support again. We have the moving average there. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Great. All right. Perfect. Cover 25%. Another 25. Covering here. We're waiting for a bigger drop. Come on. Covered again. Very aggressive with my cover just because of that first move right there. We were red. But right now, this is the move that we were waiting for. So another cover there. Now we are, yeah, we are pretty good on this trade. So that one was the drop that we were waiting for. Another cover there. Just getting aggressive with a cover. Let's lower down our stop loss now. Lower than the break even. Look at this drop right here, 52.88, 51, more than $1 drop, and we are still dropping. So that's how you capture that. Getting ready for another cover here. That did not want to break. Let's lower it down. Waiting for another drop. But that one is already $1 drop. So let's look at the 5 minutes here. 5 minutes, we are below that moving average, which is good. Waiting for another drop here. Look at this volume that came through. We're talking about 200K. And this one's still looking weak. Wow. So now, even if it stopped me out, we are still green on this trade. But now, there you go. I am expecting a big drop again for this stock. Big drop, 51. Okay, we're building up. All the bid is stacking up here. Getting very interesting. Boom. All right. Cover. Let's update the stop loss. Lower it down, lower than the break even. And that's the power of price action. Look at this one. Boom, another drop there. 150.55, let's go. Let's drop more. Nvidia is also looking weak. So that would be a good short. But I'm just in the middle of this trade, so we'll just manage this trade. Waiting for another drop. Yeah, with that, you can already tell with this 15 minutes, it's overextended. So the way that you get to have that confirmation, we shorted it here, got stop out. But when we got stop out here, the thing that I noticed is if the stock is very strong, then you will see a big push up. But this push is just the market maker trying to get those stop losses. So stop loss got hit, but there were no buyers that were willing to step in here because there's no follow through. So those are just stop loss. Look at the volume bar. There's not a lot of volume bar. So those are just stop loss that got hit. If those are fresh buyers, then you will notice a bigger volume bar, which did not happen. We are just in a medium size volume bar. So that is the volume price analysis that you get to analyze in the middle of the trade. That is that window that you get to see and give you at least a hint whether it's done pushing up and ready for a reversal. Now this is going to break that support right there, 150.65. No imbalance here yet. Let's look at the 5. We are below that 9 EMA. Next support here is this moving average here, 49.50. There you go, breaking the support. Boom. Support is broken. Time to lower down that stop loss. So now at any point I get stop out, totally fine. We still made profit here. But right now this is just gonna break that support. Next support here, this one, that's gonna be broken. 50.55 coming. 55, there's no, wow. Look at this one, 43. This is just like a waterfall. Now we are at 46. Look at this huge candlestick. Wow. So that's how, look at the bid now. It's stacking at 150. So we are gonna go to 150. 150 right here, incoming. Those are gonna get filled. So 150 incoming. 150 here. Lower down our stop loss. Give it some room. And that's how you trade. What else is moving? It's really nothing. AMD is flat. Nvidia is flat as well. It's just in the range. Look at this one. We have a bunch of orders sitting at 150. So you even have 149. So this is going to go to 149, 99, 95. All right, some orders came through, 150. Let's look at the volume bar. Wow. Still is bleeding. Not a lot of volume here. That could be just profit takers. So yeah, this is gonna be my last trade. If this one stopped me out, then we are done for the day. So we were able to capture that move from 152.60 all the way to 150.99. So more than $1 move. Yeah, we got stop out here, which is part of the game. That's why you do have to obey your stop loss, because once you do not obey your stop loss, if this one continues to rip higher, then that's the time that, yeah, that's gonna really affect your capital. This one now is going to break 150. We do have lots of 150 here. So next support here is 150. Incoming 150 here. Let's look at the 5 minutes. All right. Let's see if this is going to stop me out. But yeah, there is a lot of 150 here. What else is moving? Oh wow, Rivian. Rivian is about to test R3 here, 1105. And Dell here is just bleeding. All right, 150 incoming. That's the support that we placed, which is, it's about to break. Now there's a big order sitting at 149.30. So that's the next one. it. So covered some. Updating my stop loss. Stop loss is all the way up here, lowering down my stop loss lower than break even. Look at the imbalance now. There is 22,000 shares sitting here at 149.70. So 149.70 is this level. So that's the next support that we're trying to or waiting for this stock to go to. Both Nvidia as well as AMD are just in that consolidation. So I'm just waiting for Dell to stop me out here, and then we can do a recap. Very close to getting stop out here. 150.61 is the stop loss. Yep, and that get hit. All right, so we are done for today. So yeah, that's it for the day. And let's do a recap. All right. So this one, I won't be surprised if this one still goes lower. It's just hit my stop loss, but looks like it's still due for a pullback. But there's no trade to take there. The trade to take there was when we are consolidating here, when we are doing that medium-sized volume bar. But right now this can just retest the high of the day as well, or still keeps on bleeding. But I wouldn't recommend trading and touching Dell right now. There's no setup there to do. All right, so let's just do our recap. Trying to move the mic here. I know it's just lots of echo going on. All right, I think that would be better. All right, so let's see, what time is it? 11:07. All right, so good morning, everyone. It's June 18, 2024, 11:07 in the morning. Apologies again for coming into the mic late today. Still jet lag from traveling. We just came back from the Philippines, and we were there for almost 3 weeks, and we did do some trades there. It's under YouTube, and you can see it under the shorts, where I place in there the stocks that we get to trade. The hard part and the challenging part about being on the other side of the world is I trade there at 9:30 in the evening and sometimes finish trading at 3 in the morning. So it's hard to adjust with the time. But now still jet lag, and was able to turn on my PC past 10 and saw the opportunities past 10 as well. So since we did not get to trade the open, which our common strategy is opening range breakout as well as our VWAP play, we were just trying to see what the market is going to give us. So we traded AMD and Dell. So the first trade that we did was AMD. Next one is Nvidia, and the third one is Dell. So let's just go in order. So at 10, we get to see what AMD is doing. I did not get to see and place in the level, the pre-market high, pre-market low. Did not have the time there. But as we can see here, pre-market low is at 156.5 with a pre-market high of 158.42. The thing that I get to see, and even if I don't have the lines there, the thing that caught my attention is, let me actually just put in my pen. Where did it go? All right, right there. All right, so what I saw here is, and this is how you should train your eyes in looking at those stocks. You have a gap down right here. Now you have a lower low, lower high. Although at this stage of the game, I would be short biased with that, but it's not a big gap down for me to think that there is still a continuation when it had reached this level at 154. What I saw was this hammer right here. Since I did not get to see the big picture, the daily, 15 minutes looking fine, the 5 minutes looks good for a setup. We have a doji looking as well as a hammer looking right here. What I saw is the potential for a long. So long is entry at the top of that hammer with a stop loss of right here. So I'm risking this much to make the move. So went long at the sign of breaking the resistance. We added to that position, so building up the position, and then we were able to go all the way up the VWAP, and at the 1 minute we are having that signs of weakness. So 1 minute you have that almost looking like a shooting star. So at the sign of reversal, that's our first partial, and we were trailing our stop loss, which we got stop out. So with that, quick trade. So our trade from 10:04 until 10:18. So around 15 minutes trade right there. Pretty much a quick trade right there, but a good profit nevertheless. So that one was the AMD trade. Next one is NVIDIA. What I've been seeing in NVIDIA is we are at all-time high. We have that very strong resistance, which is the high of the yesterday. High of yesterday, or all-time high, is 133.75, which is this. When I saw that it reached that all-time high at 133.75, this one has a potential for a pullback, just because a lot of that is a very psychological strong resistance, all-time high. There would be some profit takers at that all-time high, and if you're gonna be longing this stock, you're still gonna be waiting for a lot of confirmation for this to push higher. So knowing that that is the background, I know for a fact that this is just gonna be a scalp trade. So what I did was, you have your strong resistance there. I went short at the sign of the first pullback, added to my position when I got the confirmation. Confirmation is when we reached this support and we broke that support. So added to my position, and then when we broke that moving average, that 9 EMA, we were starting to cover. So partial here, partial, moving my stop loss at the break even, which it stopped me out. So with that, we did get some profits there still, but we were able to get that good move because we build up this position right here. So initial is 133.3. This is going to break the support right here. This is going to be a good short, but yeah, I am done with the trade. Look at this. It's heading to 132.80, and then we have the VWAP there. Definitely. And I did not even get to look at SPY. SPY is having a pullback as well, so this is a nice short. What else is moving? Apple pulling back. AMD broke the support. The best thing to short is NVIDIA because it's an all-time high, and It still has some room to go down, but not when it reached the VWAP though. The good short here is once it broke this support right here, 133. So anyway, we initially entered 133.28 and 132.75. See how it bounced right up at the VWAP. That's why you don't want to enter a trade right at the VWAP unless it's an opening range breakout with the VWAP play. So 133 all the way to 132, so more than 50 cents, 75 cents move there, and Nvidia gave us a nice profit. Next one is Dell. Dell is still heading lower, but it got a stop out. But this one is this is gonna break VWAP right here. Again, not a good place to short at this level now, but look at those red prints, and there's no buyer sitting right here. A lot of buyers or a lot of the imbalance here is at the bid right here. So 149, although it's counterintuitive that, okay, those buyers are waiting to get their orders filled at this level because they know that it's gonna come to them rather than they chase it at the ask. That's why this one, when it is at the bid side, is very bearish. So anyway, with Dell, what we saw initially is Dell had been higher high, higher low. This is not an all-time high. We did call out that the next resistance while it was moving is this candlestick right here, the low of that candlestick, which is 152.2. So 152.2, which is at this level. Now what we saw was all this 15 minutes that is higher high, higher low. We saw in the 5 minutes that we have this first red candlestick, of course, with the exception of this, but this one is the bull flag pattern where you have a flagpole. You have the flag. So this is a very common low risk trade to the upside. When you have a very strong stock, it goes up, you have the flag right here, you enter at the pullback and you could have right that. So that's what they call the bull flag pattern. We did not get to see this one at this because we did not get to turn on our PC, not until 10. But what I saw was this very strong 15 minutes. With that very strong 15 minutes, it's just a matter of time before we get to see the pullback. We have been looking at the price, which is from 143 all the way to 153. So that's a $10 move. So what I saw with the 5 minutes is first red candlestick. I entered short, added to my position, but stop loss is just the high of the day. And that stopped me out. So short here, stop out. What I noticed though is, look at the volume bar right here. As soon as I got stop out, if this Dell stock is very strong and if there are a lot of buyers still sitting at that high of the day, then what you will see with the volume bar is a higher volume bar. We did not see that. What we saw is just this medium-sized volume bar. That means what we can conclude out of that medium-sized volume bar is market maker could just be filling those stop loss. So a lot of stop loss is sitting right here. Imagine there's lots of orders sitting right there because that's the high of the day. Market maker filled those orders before it got that rejection. If that order were not stop loss, again, just wanted to clarify it, if that order are buyers really trying to get into this trade, then what you will see is a big volume bar, which is not there. That's why when I saw that there's no volume bar, it's just a medium size, I know that, yeah, the strength is dying for this to push higher. So that's why I went short. So although I got stop out here, I went short, added to my position. Now I got the confirmation. I keep going back and forth the 5 minutes as well as the 1 minute, because the 1 minute you can have that volume bar, right? So 1 minute. So this one, I got stop out, entered short. Look at this one. It did not even get to retest the high of the day, but stop loss is the high of the day. They are very close to getting stop out. As soon as we get to see that it is about to break the support, boom, building the position, added to my position, added to my position until it retests this level and that $1 move happened. So it's even more than a dollar move, because this level right here is 152.88 and it went to 151.24. So $1.50 happened with that move. As soon as we saw that, I just started partialing. Now the partial here is a bit aggressive just because there is some potential here for a bigger move. But just because I got a red trade in this stop out, I needed to make sure that this is not going to turn against me. So that's why I got some aggressive covering here, cover, and just covering at the break of support. This support was broken, so I cover again. This support was broken, so I cover again. And then I have my stop loss, trailing my stop loss, and I got stop out at the sign of reversal. So last position, stop out right here. The way that that looks like in the 5 minutes is this. So cover, first sign of reversal, which is the first red can or green. In my case, it's a white. First sign of reversal, I got stop out. So that gave us a nice profit of 3K. So ending today by 5,700, and we only traded from 10 until, what time was this one? 11:05. So yeah, like around 1 hour to make that profit. So that is the advantage of being a day trader. You don't have to sit long hours at your trading desks. You can even trade jet lag, just like what we did, and still make profit and call it a day, which for me, I will, because I am very sleepy still, even after that coffee. So let's see. What is SPY doing? SPY is just an inside bar based from the daily. And let's see what else. Yeah, that's it. Nvidia is just under consolidation. I don't like when there's so many wicks on the upside as well as on the downside. It's just not as clean, especially look at the 5 minutes. It's just in that range. So you can already see it. You put a box right there. It's just in that range. Yeah. Oh wow, look at this Dell. Now, this is the interesting part. Look at Dell. If there's no volume bar to support this move, then this one is just a short squeeze. This is a good place to short right now because there's no volume to support that move. So those are just a short squeeze that's happening. People were shorting it at the VWAP and then they got the squeeze and they have to cover. But there are no new buyers that is coming through here. So if I was not done with my trade, I could have shorted right here, 152. Right now still is a good short. Look at this one. Yeah, just done with the trade. Don't want to mess up any of the trades that we did. But yeah, that's the trade for the day. This Dell just gives so much opportunity though. And what a clean move. Very clean move compared to Nvidia, AMD. Dell is still one of the cleanest move that I can see. Yeah. If I wasn't done, look at this big volume bar right here. Could have been a good short based on the higher time frame. Good short at 152, but you have to look for a higher time frame entry. Right now there's no entry here yet, or an early entry would have been if it lost this support 151.48 with a stop loss of 152. You can even make that 152, but that would be risking 50 cents. But yeah, that's it for us. And so apologies again, not being able to do live stream when we were in the Philippines. We were just doing some shorts videos just because with internet connection there, it's making it very slow if I do YouTube as well as live trade. So rather than getting disconnected with my DAS platform, I would rather just focus on that DAS platform and skip the YouTube part. And that's the reason why we just have the YouTube under shorts. But now we are back to our usual day trading schedule, which is every Tuesday we're live, and every Tuesday we get to do those pre-market day trading morning show. There you go. We just said that, right? 154.48 short, stop loss 151.94. Look at it now. It is about to break that support. So that's how you use your volume price analysis. There's not a lot of volume to support this move pushed higher. So you know that that one was just a short squeeze. There are no new buyers that is willing to step into that trade. So just to make it interesting. All right, I went short in that level. Stop loss is this high of, or this resistance. So let's just put that in 152. So stop loss is there, very small position, only 300 shares. What was I saying? Yes, so we are back to our regular trading hours and our regular every Tuesday live trade, day trading morning show. If you do want to take a look at the trades that we did when we were in the Philippines, then it is under, I believe, shorts. Yeah, so this one, when we were in the islands, we were trading that one. So yeah, I just put it under shorts, but did not get to put in a live trade or a live streaming just because of the limited connection there. I did not want my DAS platform to get disconnected or get interrupted because of too much streaming, and the Wi-Fi is not able to accommodate it. So for those of you guys who is asking on where to begin on how to day trade for a living, while we have our open position here at Dell, you can check our website out. It's called eCourse Unlock. Let me just take a look at my trade here as well and see whether this trade is gonna stop me out or is it gonna move in that predicted level. Let me move this one here. Let's put that here. So in that website, you'll see there what is the syllabus that we get to teach and what are we doing. We are also into real estate now. So, just like what you guys know, you have to diversify your portfolio. And that's what we're doing. Diversifying that portfolio through real estate, through day trading, whatever profits we get, then we get to invest that in real estate and do some rental properties. So that's what we've been doing and what's been keeping us busy. So this is our more than 64 hours of learning content. We add to the content weekly, so learning never stops. This is the syllabus, what is day trading, platform setup and order types, pre-market routine and live trades, fundamental versus technical analysis. As a day trader, we are focusing a lot on technical analysis, fundamental if you are a long-term investor, so we did discuss that as well here. Strategies, which is more than 12 hours of content there. And we do have our risk management, creating a trade book, trading psychology, reviews, and conclusion. So with day trading, if you want to be consistent with your trades, you want to make sure that you get a solid foundation on psychology, risk management, and strategies. So all those three, we discuss it very detailed in this course syllabus. We do have our trade recap there as well, and this is our simple pricing, no hidden fees. Now, what if you just want to check out our education or our training education? You can avail to the monthly access, which is $99 a month. That is no commitment at all. You can cancel anytime. Annual access, you get that $596, and mentorship is there as well. So we made it easy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We do have our freebies right here as well, and with the freebies, what you can see there is you can download one of our trading strategy, one of our favorite, which is opening range breakout. So try to see whether if that is one of your favorite strategy, then yeah, download this one as well, and please leave us a comment to see whether that is beneficial on your end or not. So that's it, and let's look at my trade here. So Dell is just consolidating, but look at the volume bar here. We're starting to pick up the volume bar when we are pushing downward. So that is very much what we would like Dell to do, because we are short. We are short at this level with a stop loss at 152. So waiting for the drop in Dell. So yeah, just waiting for me to get stop out of Dell. So Dell did not stop us out, but yeah, we are out. So that's the thing about having the stop loss though. Sometimes if there is a very strong, order, it can pass through your stop loss. Our stop loss was right here. It did not get filled, but it pushed. Now, this is a short now. But yeah, I did not want to dab into it again. But yeah, this one, the same thing that happened at this level where there's not a lot of new buyers that's there. It's just the market maker hitting those stop loss, which it did. And then now it's ready to drop, but we're not going to be. So we gave some profit there. Initially we were 5.7, now 5.4. That's okay. We'll call it a day. But yeah, this one is so ready for a drop. they did this one earlier with this move. That's when we were able to capture that big drop. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to have a big drop again, but based from the volume price analysis, my market maker just filled in, of course. Hold on. All right, so we just went short. So short here, we got that confirmation with that big volume bar. If this one doesn't give us that fast enough move, then we will be out of this trade. I'm only able to go in with this just because, yeah, we were profitable in Dell, so a couple of hundred for that little bit of a move is, I can tolerate that. So getting ready to get stop out here if it reached that 52 again. So now stop loss is the high of this consolidation, 52.06. All right, stop loss is there. Oh boy. All right, so that stop us out. All right, so yeah, not ready for, but look at the volume bar right here. When we're pushing higher, it's starting to die. But I don't want to get into this choppiness. It's 11:30. Once it hits that 11:30, you can see the trades are not, or the movement is not as fluid. There's a lot of no continuation. At the same time, there would be a lot of false breakout, false breakdown, because it's just in that time where, yeah, it can get very choppy. So yeah, we are done with the trade, and thank you so much guys for watching, and we'll do this again live next Tuesday. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great trading day. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out, email us out, and we would be more than happy to help you guys on any day trading questions. With that, thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now. Would spend that 24 hours. Every day, we are in a crossroad. Our decision will determine our future. In day trading, you can reclaim more time from your day by cutting the working hours to less than 10 hours per week, so you can focus on what matters most. Because honestly, for some, that 10 hours is only their commute time per week to work. After all, we all have seen this ad before. So reclaim more time through day trading so you can focus on what matters most. After all, we are all in a borrowed time, so make it count. Click the link below to learn how to day trade for a living. Hi, my name is Mary and I'm a day trader. So what do you value the most? Is it family? Is it your relationship? Is it health? Is it growth? Or maybe a status? Or maybe a popularity? Is it achievement? Or is it security? Is it fulfillment? Or is it a passion? Is it a relationship, adventure, being creative, being able to do what you want at your own terms? Or just loving what you do, exploring the world, giving back, serving? Now the list can go on and on. What's the common denominator here? All of this require time. And if we will spend 90,000 hours at work, which is the average number of hours a person works in their lifetime, then who has the time to do all this? 24 hours in a day isn't coming to an end. 24 hours is all that we're going to get. Now, wish you could have more time so you can focus on what matters most. What would you do if you have more time in your hand? What would you do if money is not the driving force for you to work? What if you have to get up in the morning, not because you have to clock in at work? What if you have to roll out of your bed to do what you love to do? For instance, for you to travel, spend time with your loved one, follow your passion, maybe do a volunteer work. Did you ever dream of reclaiming more time in a day, or ever wanted to start your own business so you can experience more autonomy, not having to report to a boss, and having the liberty to make your own decision or your own schedule? And I am not talking about retirement. Every day, we get a fresh 24 hours to make that decision on how we would spend that 24 hours. Every day, we are in a crossroad. Our decision will determine our future. In day trading, you can reclaim more time from your day by cutting the working hours to less than 10 hours per week, so you can focus on what matters most. Because honestly, for some, that 10 hours is only their commute time per week to work. After all, we all have seen this ad before. So reclaim more time through day trading so you can focus on what matters most. After all, we are all in a borrowed time, so make it count. Click the link below to learn how to day trade for a living. Hi, my name is Mary and I'm a day trader. So what do you value the most? Is it family? Is it your relationship? Is it health? Is it growth? Or maybe a status? Or maybe a popularity? Is it achievement? Or is it security?